Got it.
Okay.
I have
That
a
was a good-
question.
Yeah. go
Yeah,
ahead.
so I've got a question for you. I saw. Do you mind if I? You don't need to record this. This is mainly some price action and order flow that I saw today, and it made me ask if you see price break above a key level, and then it retraces down, and then it breaks below the key level, and then it goes right back into the key level. Do you mind if I share my screen?
No, so I'm just trying to. So basically, is it like this,
Yeah, let me share.
like this? Yeah. Then it would be a flip zone. Then it would be classed as a flip zone. So we would see passive buyers here, and
Yeah.
then when they fail, we then look for passive sellers. So
Well, but it didn't actually go out as much. It was more wicking up, like a long wick up, and then a long wick down. How do I share my screen here?
yeah, let's definitely have a look. Yeah.
I'm
Because
not
by the look
sure.
of it, you want to start grading your setups, right? Let me stop sharing my screen. Actually, no, right. Let's actually grade this. So, for example, B. So basically, assuming this is the right key level, when I see that, this gives me anxiety because I'm like,
Well, and
So-
it stayed within the key level for a good probably 15 candles.
15 minutes then, right? So
Yeah.
so B break. So do you see
Body is inside the zone, so the break line. The body has to close outside of the zone, right? In order to
yeah,
put the
I
break
want to
line?
see. I typically. So basically, I'm going to answer your question, James. If I see 2 wicks above or below the zone, and there's no break outside with the body either way, and price is going to range, then I would not be looking to trade. Like I wouldn't take that. I would not, because remember you have to go BOLT. So you have to go through BOL to actually pull that trigger. If you're not convinced with BO and L, then there's no point pulling the trigger, because then your score out of 20 is going to be less than 10, which is not an acceptable trade to actually pull the trigger on.
Okay, so that's fair. And again, this is I just now pulled this right from the market that we see right now. What I saw earlier, it was kind of a break above, but the body of the candle broke above, and then it retraced down, and then it broke below in the body. And at that point, I'm like, does the second break below cancel out or invalidate the first breakout? Or because it's ranging, are both of those valid? And I'm just waiting for, in real time, the market to commit. Is it going to go up or down? And so in this scenario, if both of those candles have broken out and then retraced back in, are both of those valid as break lines?
For me, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't try and force it or push it. To me, this looks like wick above, wick below.
Yeah.
And also, I would need more context. I mean, are you talking only about the B? Because obviously, I don't know if this is going to be a valid trade or not just by looking at this. But
Well, so
no, I wouldn't consider that a valid break line. No, I wouldn't. No.
Okay. All right. Okay. Hopefully, I won't see it play out that much, but I know that I will.
Then you yeah.
The next time I see it play out, I'll capture a screenshot then, so
Yes.
that we can reassess. Yeah. Okay. I just hadn't seen that, and at that point, I'm just putting boundaries on the high and the low based on price action. Anyway, I just didn't know if it invalidated the other one. I actually kept both. I actually kept both and waited for the order flow, and the sellers showed up strong and broke below that break line below, and we were off to the races at that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good stuff. Now, what I like to finish the calls on is basically this. So actually, I haven't even got anything to say because if you go to a 4 hour, we're just ripping all time highs. Like technically, there's no levels to the left. Like it's not like these levels are invalid. They are still very valid. We still need them, but the problem is. Oh, let me just get rid of that. Sorry, one sec. The problem is right. The problem is when we don't have. Oh, let me just do that. When we don't have any data to the left, it means basically my trick for this is to basically use fair value gaps tomorrow from the London session. So I'm going to look so I basically cannot give you a pre-market plan for tomorrow. Often I like doing it. Like if you asked me yesterday, I would have had to keep an eye on these levels, but we blasted through all of them. So yeah. So there is no clear plan at the moment. At 9 a.m. tomorrow Eastern, that will change, hopefully.